Hi, Sean Huxter here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. Today, we're going to open up the Micro Adventures Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus head playset. A few weeks back, somebody posted some images of this, and I got very excited because this is very much in line with a lot of the great head playsets that I've seen in the past. It certainly looks great. I don't know what the function is going to be yet, and we're going to find out together, but honestly, looking at this right now, it's got huge promise. So I recently, a few months ago, did a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle big mouth heads, and they were $9.99 at Target, and they weren't very highly detailed. They were fun. They were nice. This is $19.99, so basically double the price. But I mean, wow! Look at just. Okay, I don't want to get too much. I don't want to assume too much from the outside of the packaging, but boy, it looks really good. Let's hope it really pans out. So let's have a look on the back. So this shows 4 play areas. It's the Spinosaurus. 4 play areas. You've got swimming Spinosaurus. You've got chomping Mosasaurus. You've got, well, it says there's 4 play areas, but it only shows just 2 there. But it comes with 3 little figures, and I'm sorry, this is the Tyrannosaur. This is the second one that you can get, but we're opening the Spinosaurus today. In a later video, I will also open up the Tyrannosaurus, because guess what? I have him as well, but he's off to the side for the moment. We're going to start with the Spinosaurus. And anything else we need to see on the packaging? Not really. This tells you how to open it, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. All right, let's get to opening. So I'm assuming there'll be some tape cutting and things. So I brought my handy X-Acto tool, and we're going to cut through the tape here. And I don't know if there's any more tape. Yeah, we're in here. So I've often gone and cut pieces of tape that didn't need to be cut. This seems to open up like so. Let me see, is there any more tape? Yes, there's more tape right here. We'll cut that down. And now this will open up. Tape here as well. Tape on the edges down here. So let's cut through this tape right all the way down through. And this, I'm hoping, just sort of comes away. Yeah, there you go. And now we can pull this apart like so. Looks like we will have to rip the package to get the shell off. No problem. And we'll pull out the contents, the packaging, and the head itself. And it looks like the little figures are just lightly placed in the packaging itself. So, what do we do with packaging? Right. So let's look at the head. Let's hold the figures off for a moment. This is the head. So, okay. So the teeth are rubber. The teeth are rubber, which is kind of great, because if they were hard plastic, little kids could hurt themselves on it. Boy, look at the sculpt. The detail on this sculpt is tremendous. I'm trying to figure out if this thing closes all the way. Let's see. Oh, you know what? If this goes up a little further, I'm just trying to figure out how it, there we go. How it closes. There we go. So it wasn't closing perfectly when that dinosaur, the Spinosaurus, was here, because it was hitting this. But now it seems to close. I don't think it clicks shut, though. I don't detect any kind of clicking. One thing about these, as I've seen in images, is that this allows you to kind of open the mouth like this, but it's just a little feature. I mean, the sculpt detail is spectacular. The paint is spectacular. The eyes look good. I mean, wouldn't it have been great if they put like clear eyes, but that would have been very expensive. All right, let's see what we got. Let's open it up. So this is a set that is supposed to lay flat, I believe, because this is a beach going down to water, and the water is translucent blue. And what that means is this whole thing is modeled in translucent blue, and then they spray paint it gently up here into full opaque paint up here to get the beach effect. Similar thing over here. You've got the blue ocean. I really do love sets that have clear blue, translucent blue water. I really must say that's nice. So starting down here, we've got this Spinosaurus, which is itself sitting on a blue translucent piece of water, and it seems like it can like submerge itself. So you get the spine of the Spinosaurus here, and then it slides up to attack something on the beach. And so that's a good play value. And then we've got this other Spinosaurus, which is just the spine. There's no actual dinosaur there. But that is to give the illusion that there's another Spinosaurus coming up to help, I guess, his buddy. And again, I haven't seen the movie, so maybe they fight, I don't know. But I'm assuming that this is to show that there are two Spinosauruses, and one can get right up on the beach, and the other just looks like a menacing thing that's coming at you. Again, these are rubber, kind of cool. Now, up at the top, we have this thing opens up like so to the middle, forming an arch. And then you've got this vegetation curtain here. And I'm assuming in the movie this must feature probably, right? So they probably find this little cave with a vegetation and they go out and they see something. What do they see? Well, we've got another beach area here, sort of like a cliff area. More than a beach, it's a cliff. And then you've got this blue translucent again. And you got your mosasaur. And your mosasaurus opens up his mouth and he's got teeth, as you can see, pretty well sculpted teeth. They didn't cop out and make this all smooth. It's actually kind of nice. It's softish plastic, so no big danger there. And then the Mosasaurus. Unfortunately, the Mosasaurus doesn't move, so he can't like lunge forward or whatever, but that's fine. As a setting, just the setting alone, I give this pretty good marks because this is pretty nice looking. And looks like this can go a little bit further forward. And this is kind of nice too, the way it swings. I would like this to be like free swinging, but I think that's fine. And look, these two clips kind of dovetail together. That's kind of nice. So that said, let's look at the figures themselves. So what we have is another Spinosaur. And this one looks like it's on land. I haven't seen the movie. I'm assuming because of the crates that I bought, the captives sets, it shows one swimming. So I'm assuming, and of course we see them swimming here. So I'm assuming this is both a land and a sea creature, although I might be wrong. Is that in fact, nope. I was thinking that might be him floating on a rock, but that is definitely legs. So he's definitely a creature that can, that's an amphibious creature. He is a land and sea creature. Now his mouth is a bit strange there, I must say. The top one. I think it's trying to assume teeth, but it just sort of looks like a second mouth in there. But I mean, the detail's pretty good on these things. They're very tiny. And this one's on a clear plastic shell. It's got a little peg hole for pegs because there are pegs here that you can place your dinosaur on. You know, I'm going to zoom in for a bit. Let's get closer up onto this, up close and personal onto this playset. That's much better. So, Spinosaurus here. Next figure is indeed a Mosasaur, I believe. Let me zoom in to get the sharp focus. If that's not a Mosasaur, I don't know what it is. These are very soft rubbery, by the way. They really bend a lot. And that's actually pretty good because, you know, you kind of want these the tails to bend and move. And it also has a spine, a peg hole for a hole to place. And the last of the figures is this. And this is a human. He looks like he's shouting. He's probably not having the best day in his life. And he looks like he's just kind of sitting on a rock like the Little Mermaid. But in fact, he looks like he could be running too. So I'm assuming he's running for his life away from the Mosasaur who's coming at him from this side. And then he's running probably, okay, this could be funny. If he's running this way to escape and he runs through this vegetation curtain only to find himself confronted by 3 Spinosaurus and another Mosasaurus, then I think that's pretty cool. So, you know, there's not a lot of interactive features other than this, of course, and the mouth of the Mosasaur opens. The Spinosaur is the big interactive feature here, which comes right up onto the shore to attack the guy, I guess. And then you've got these others here, and this, like I said, indication of a Spinosaur coming at you through the waves. And so, obviously, any playset like this, to really get the most out of this, zooming back out a little bit now, you had to bring imagination into it. So, like any clamshell playset, you know, it can do the work for you, or you can do the work. And I think in this case, you come up with your story, you play out the scenario, and let me just say that for $19.99, which is a little hefty for certain toys, Polly Pockets are generally from 15, for the larger ones, they're 15 up to 25 for the really large purse ones that have the 2 creatures. You get a lot more with those, but look at the detail. There's no way any current playset head comes close to this level of detail. current, I should say. Past ones, I think, maybe compete with this, but none of the current ones certainly do. And so when you put this together, you can close this up. I'm not quite sure exactly how to configure this best to close it up fully. There you go. That's not too bad. I moved the Spinosaurus back out to sea. I'm impressed, guys. I really am. I'm impressed. I didn't know what to expect. I bought it on a whim, you know, to see what it would be like. I'm impressed. Like I said, you bring your own play features to it. You make your own story. There's not a lot of accessories. There's your extra dinosaurs. I'm still very impressed. I've seen a lot of head play sets, and not a lot of them come with a lot of accessories. A lot of them have more like moving parts and features and trapdoors and things, but even so, I'm going to give this pretty top marks. Now, next video, we're going to see what the Tyrannosaurus does. And of course, we're really all looking forward to that, aren't we? So for now, for me, for Magical Little Worlds, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.